Your secrets, if you really look at yourself, you would be speechless. What happened to being doctors and teachers? What happened to being your brother's keeper? Nowadays kids more worried about the...
Hey guys, Jeffries here and welcome to... That's right guys, we are back. Welcome back to Cities in Motion 2, welcome back to North City, and I'd like to start off by kind of apologising for just disappearing really. Basically, house I'm living in at the moment, we're doing lots of renovation work. The whole house is being redecorated, my room included, which means it's been chaotic. I've had all kinds of tradesmen in the house doing all kinds of different jobs, and it's been an absolute nightmare. Plus, you might have seen a few days ago I tweeted out saying that I've also been painting my new studio. I'm going to have a new studio out in the garden. It is, I wouldn't say it's where all of my videos are going to be made, but I've invested in some new equipment which is going to be used down there to make a new kind of video. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be very interesting, very exciting, but it's still a fair way down the line, so don't get too excited about it just yet, but it is coming, trust me, and it's going to be really good as well, so we have got that to look forward to. But unfortunately it does mean from time to time I am going to be pulled away from making videos. I will do my best to carry on recording if I can, but at least for this week and maybe next week I should be able to get some videos out. If I do some pre-recording, then I'll be able to get even more videos out. But just so you know, if I do disappear from time to time, it's because I'm helping out around the house, getting it all finished. And then once it is finished, I am yours again. But I would also like to thank you guys as well. Apologise for being away for so long, but also thanking you guys for being such brilliant viewers, really. Because my sub count has actually risen during the time that I've been away. And I had this horrible feeling that it would actually lower. And, you know, I'd understand that. People want to watch videos, and if you're not uploading, then why should they carry on being subbed to you? But actually, more and more people have joined than have left. So, first of all, welcome to everyone who has subscribed over the last couple of weeks, and also thank you to those who've continued to subscribe over the last few weeks. It means probably means more to me than actually you can hear in my voice right now. I'm trying to stay as calm as possible. I am pleased to be back, though. It is nice to be back. And I am very grateful to everyone who has stuck with the channel during this time. You'll notice a couple of subtle changes to the end of this video, and perhaps even the beginning of this video. That's just the beginning of the rebranding that I'm currently doing. There's also a brand new website. It's the same address as the old website, but the layout is different. The format for that will also be changing over the next few weeks as I start perfecting it a little bit more. It's small changes at the moment, but it's leading towards big changes. I'm kind of doing it in steps rather than leaps and bounds, so bear with me, and it will all make sense over time. But that's enough of that. Let's focus on today's episode. You can see I'm in underground view at the moment, and I'm currently hovered over this part of the city. The reason being, we've got these two stations here, which are currently not connected to anything. We've got this underground bit here, this little above ground section of track, and then this half under half overground section. By the end of today's episode, I would like to have these two stations at least connected to something. Maybe even this station over here connects to something as well. What that basically means is we're going to be building a brand new suburb. Now, this is the first time we've actually done this since we finished the Gloucester Gardens area, although this isn't technically Gloucester Gardens. Gloucester Gardens is just this section here. It's basically just the hub. Everything around it we still need a name for. And whilst we're on the subject of naming things, I need to get my phone very quickly to check my comments, because I mentioned, I think it was in the last episode or the episode before, going back a long way now, trying to remember, talking about name suggestions. And there was a name suggestion that I liked, and I couldn't remember what it was at the time, but thankfully Andy watched the video and he commented again. Sanctuary Park, that's the one. We've got Aorta Park. Now, my biology lessons at school were mostly spent staring out the window, but I do know that the aorta is part of the heart, I believe. I'm trying to remember now. I think it's the aorta chamber, or the aorta something. It's something to do with veins and hearts and blood anyway. So I think there should be an arterial route in the city called the aorta. The aorta line, or the aorta track, or the aorta route. I haven't fully decided on what that's going to be yet, but that's also another suggestion from Andy, and I liked it, so I think we should squeeze it in somewhere. But Sanctuary Park is his first suggestion, and I like that for this new hub. It almost does feel like a sanctuary. It's separated from the rest of the city at the moment, and there's only for all of the entrances are blocked to normal traffic, so you have to be a member of the mass transit in the city in order to access this area. So it is kind of like a sanctuary. So yeah, I like that idea. That's a good name. That is a good name. And maybe these two junctions either side, this one here and this one here, could be the aortas. So we'll have aorta west and aorta east to connect up these three main trunk routes of the City Auto network, and then we'll have this station underneath Sanctuary Park. That sounds like a good idea to me. But yeah, I'm beginning to waste time. I am beginning to waste time because we have got a lot of work to do in today's episode. Hopefully I'm going to make up for my absence by creating a big episode today. So, again, I'm reading through comments that people have suggested since I was away, and I'm liking some of these ideas. People want to see the monorail returning. Yep, that's going to be a big part of this new part of the city. It's going to be connected by a monorail system. People liking the flexibility of my videos, which is good. Prep Wednesdays and time-lapse Saturdays, they kind of fell down around themselves, really collapsed under their own weight, I think is a good way of saying it. It was a good idea, and I kind of feel like I should stick to that idea, but I like doing big builds. So Wednesdays being big builds, fine. Saturdays being time-lapse videos, I'm fine with that too. Whether it's big builds or not, I don't mind. There's also the idea of stalking people again. That's something that I definitely want to do. Even if it's just market research, I'll switch on the old recording and we'll follow people around just to see where they go and where they want to go. And I've also had some ideas for audience participation. Audience participation. And that is something that I've been trying to encourage for quite a few months now, actually, is audience participation. Unfortunately, with that genre of video, you need two inputs. You need my input, coming up with suggestions for what to do, but then you also need an audience input. And every time I've sort of opened it to the floor, one or two people maybe have commented, but overall the feedback and the response hasn't been brilliant. And that's why I would like to keep up that idea. I like getting you guys involved. You give me ideas, you inspire me, and the fact that I'm doing what you guys suggest, it means you have an interest in what I'm creating. They're the three main reasons why I enjoy doing that. It does, I wouldn't say it upsets me, but it irritates me slightly when the response isn't brilliant. But the fact that you guys keep suggesting that you want audience participation means that you will, you know, you're starting to grasp the idea and you want to get involved, and that's fine, that's brilliant, that's what I want. So if you have any ideas at all for this city, drop it in the comments section below. Best ideas are chosen, even if they're not necessarily fantastic ideas, they could be mixed with other ideas to form a good idea. So don't feel like your idea is stupid and it'll get dismissed and we'll laugh at you. We won't. Believe me, we won't. I've been one of those people in the past who's sort of been afraid to comment on people's videos. Sometimes you just got to bite the bullet, and it turns out that your idea wasn't as bad as you thought it was. Yes, if you feel like you've got an idea that you've been sat on for a while, feel free to let me know. Chances are you'll see it in this city, because definitely, I mean, you look at this city. Gloucester Gardens wasn't my idea, that was an audience suggestion. New Hub wasn't really my idea, it was an audience suggestion. Bringing back the City Auto network wasn't my idea. Waterbus wasn't really my idea. The way that I now build the tram network wasn't really my idea. I mean, I've adapted other people's ideas to form my own version of it, and of course all of this building is my own work, but pretty much 90% of it has been inspired by audience ideas. So as I say, if you've got an idea, just let me know, put it in the comments section, and I guarantee you it will end up in the city in some shape or form. So yes, that's about it really. We've named the areas, we've named all that, it's all hunky-dory and fan-dabby-dozy. Let's actually do some building. So the music should be starting to play now, providing post-edit Jeffries is on the ball today. Music should be playing. We're going to go into a time-lapse mode now just to start building some generic streets around here. We will come back after the time-lapse to do a quick review of what's happened and then maybe see what else we can do in today's episode. So for now, enjoy the music. If you want to know where the music is from, again, hopefully editing Jeffries is on the ball, and we'll put first of all a link in the description as to where you can get the music from, and also reference each song, so that if you want to know what each individual song is called, you should just be able to check it out on the screen. I'm talking too much again. Let's just start the music, which has already started, and yeah, I'll see you on the other side, guys. Well, that was fun, guys. Basically what happened was I finished building the new area of the city, and then I built a monorail track, and I did the whole thing, live build, with commentary, everything was fine, finished off the circuit, was just fiddling around with some bits of it in Gloucester Gardens, and boom! computer froze, so I had to restart. And then I tried to click record and boom, game froze, so I had to restart. And then boom, game froze again. So basically this is attempt number 6. It turns out I had to go through this 6 times to get this to work, but here we are again, finally, back and building. And I'm basically just going to repeat everything that I did first time round. So we have this monorail track. It goes through the freeway for bits on this side of the city and on this side of the city. I'm trying to remember the brief summary that I did before, so that I'm not either not repeating myself or not missing anything out. This has been built in this funny direction like this, so that we don't have to go up and over this hill. I could have gone through the freeway, and a part of me is wishing that I did, but there was a lot of buildings in the way to get to the freeway from there. So this seemed like the best alternative. I'm going to stick some station platforms, one there and one there. They don't make any sense right now, but I'll explain more in a little bit. We're going to put 2 more, not there, what am I doing? Over here. One, let's go there, and one, let's go there. That does it quite nicely actually. And then finally we go to Gloucester Gardens, and this is my favourite station. Look at this. Looks fantastic, doesn't it? Now, there's this horrible slope here, but I think that's actually caused by the way that piece of track there goes. So I should be able to just rebuild that as a straightforward slope. There we go. That's where it crashed before, when I was fiddling with that section, trying to make that bit work. So I'm glad that now actually decides to cooperate. So I have a platform there like that, and a platform there like that. Now this scythes straight through the middle of Gloucester Gardens, so I'm really pleased with this. Very nice position for monorail station. And actually, if you look at this angle, this is becoming my new favourite angle of the entire city. This view of Gloucester Gardens here. I think that just looks fantastic. Okay, so we've got 4 stations. We got Sanctuary Park, Gloucester Gardens, where are we there? Cologne Square, and as yet to be named, which actually I might move around a little bit. The reason there's one here, basically this is the new hub link. We're going to have hub link clockwise and hub link anti-clockwise. And the way it's working at the moment is a bit bland. But eventually we're going to have express and a local services. But we're just going to focus on the express services for now. So don't get too sort of, oh my god, what's he doing kind of thing, because we're just focusing on express for now. So, 4 stations. As I said, Sanctuary Park, Gloucester Gardens, Cologne Square. Now this gap here isn't that big, but I do feel like Cologne Square is starting to become a little hub for this part of the city. Because you think about it, it's got a very busy city auto station, above and below ground, a very busy metro station, and a rather busy bus and trolley little hub going on here as well. Plus it's got a landmark, which always makes it popular. So that makes sense to me. The reason we got this little deviation here, this eventually will become a local station on the monorail network, but for now it's just to get monorail trains past the city auto station here. But like I said, there will be a station, there'll be an interchange. Just get rid of that building so you get some supports back. There we go. Now we need to put the depot in. Now I think the depot should actually go at this hub here, because it hasn't, the hub itself hasn't been built yet, which means we've got lots of space to work in. Plus we've got these big wide open street areas. So I'm going to put the large monorail depot in. I'm going to put it sort of there. And then we're going to have the track coming out like this to, let's say, here. It's going to get a bit tricky at this point because we want one to go curve round this way and connect up like oh, not like that. No. Let's try that again. Actually, I don't think I've done this very well at all. Let's try again. Right, basically we want one from here. We're just going to come up and over this track like this. It's then going to drop down like this. Swing. So we can just have it go like that. So that's that one done. Then we need one from here to go Why is that not branching off? Because of the drop. No, can't be because of the drop. Okay, let's see if I can make it come off. Yeah, I can make it come off over here. Okay, so this is going to come around like this. No, I don't like this at all. This looks horrendous. Let's try this again. Maybe I won't build it here. Maybe I'll build it somewhere else. Maybe I'll build it somewhere else. I don't know. Basically, I just don't know. Here would have been a good spot if it wasn't for the fact that one of these stations... don't like this. Maybe if I just build the tracks first and then build the depot afterwards. That could work. So yeah, let's go back to what I was doing here. So we need this to go up. In fact, do I need it to go up? I don't think I do. I think I could just have this go straight across. Like this. And then maybe have it go there. And then if I build this sort of like that, maybe I could just have this up here. Let's get rid of that. Build that again. So like that, and then that doesn't want to connect. Okay, let's try that again. Like so. And then that should be able to come down and connect like so. There we go. Okay, that looks swell. Now we want this track here to go up and over. Or can it go down and under? Apparently it can do neither. Why can't it do either? There you go, you could do that. And then we need that one to connect. Okay, we'll have that one connect back here, like that. So that's one side done. We now need to do the same thing for the other side. So let's see if I can branch this track off. Nope, I can't. Okay, that's frustrating. Okay, so I might be able to break one off here. Yeah, looks like I can. Sweet. We'll have this go straight across like this to here, where it's going to climb up over like that, and then not like that at all. Don't like this. It's one of the things I don't like about monorail is you can't go through tunnels. You can't have tunnels on monorail, which means everything you build has to be above ground, which then really puts the pressure on, because it means you have to get everything right first time. Otherwise it doesn't work. And I really don't like that. But I like this. So that's just made things really, really tricky. Actually, that looks bloody awful. So I'm going to build backwards from here. So I want that to go there, that to go there, and then that one to go like that. And then if I demolish that bit, demolish that bit, let's just demolish all of it. Try again. Like that, and then swing that round to connect like that, and then from here we want this to come off like this, and round and join up like that. See, that bit works fine. Because there's no passengers travelling on this section, it doesn't matter as much. It's just getting the track onto the other end that's bothering me now. Because really we want this one to go... And this one is actually... This side is going to be a bit easier, because you can just go up and over. Why does it... I say it's easier, and then it's not. That's just a pain. That is a huge, ginormous pain in the backside. There we go. And then from here, I could just have this follow. Yeah, like that. Then that should follow all the way along this edge, all the way along, and join up somewhere that looks a bit like that. It's just getting this other track in. It's difficult. It's actually getting to the point where I might move this station along a little bit, just so that the slope of the land is slightly more in my favour. So I might put that one there and that one. No. Mess that right up. Let's put this one in first. That one there. That one there. In fact, I can then move that one along a tiny bit and should get... it's okay. It'll do. It'll do. Now I can actually move this along a bit, and hopefully this works. Because what I really want is to join this up on the same junction as I've done on the other side. So I just need that to slope up sharply, that to slope down gently, and then I need this one to curve around and then follow the slope along. Kind of like what it's doing now, funnily enough. And then join up there. This side, need this one to break off. See if I can run this along the front of these houses. Like this. Now I need it to go up. To go over this section like this. And then, can I go down again? I can. Go through here. Like that, and then does that go underneath? Oh, it so nearly does. Maybe if I can't have that join up there. Could I go up and over? Yes, fine. Yes, there we go. That looks absolutely horrendous, but I don't like that bit. I'm going to leave it like it is for now. In the future, at some point, we'll change it. Right, so monorail line, hub link plus. So this one goes. Might as well just put the CW in as well. This one goes clockwise. So we're going to start it. Oh, we need to timetable it first. Yeah, that'll do. Same as this. Like that. Now we need to plan it. So it's going to go here. It's going to go here. This platform here. Cologne Square, which is all the way over here. Gloucester Gardens, which is all the way over here. Sanctuary Park, all the way around here. Where is it? Over here. And then back to where it started from. And then up and over the really ugly looking slope first way around to get back to its depot. This one is going to be the same but the opposite. So this one is going to be hub link minus clockwise. Again, timetable it the same. This one's going to go this way around. Again, over the really horrible, ugly section. Which I'm sure it's going to end up having to slow down for. Who knows? Who knows? I'll do a proper walkthrough of this track probably in the next episode, thinking about it. Just because I put so much time into doing the live build, and then the game crashed, and then it crashed again and again and again, and it got very, very frustrating. So right now I really don't want to look at it again. Hopefully that's understandable to you guys. Otherwise it will probably drive me up the wall. Let's go for these ones. We'll buy 10 even though we only need 8. Just so we get that well and truly going. And there we go. So that is about it for today's episode, guys. We've done a fair amount of work. I'm pleased with the outcome. Obviously there's more to be done, and I will do some off-camera building as well, just to make sure that it's as good as it can be. The first thing I'll do off camera is fix this junction here, because it does look just awful in terms of how it's built. Most of it is fine. Most of it is fine. The bit that bothers me is this section here. So I'm going to rebuild that bit. Up to this slope, everything's fine. It's just this bit where it rises up really steeply, really sharp curve, and then dips and dives. I'll have a look at it. I'll see how the trains perform on it off camera. If it's not too bad, then I'll leave it. If it's really bad, then of course I'll change it. But for now, it is time to end the episode. So once again, guys, thank you very much for your continued patience. Episodes should be coming thick and fast from now on, providing there's no slip-ups in terms of renovation. Check Twitter is what I'll say. Check Twitter and check my website, because they're the two places where I'll post if something's gone wrong. Link to Twitter can be found at the end of this episode. Also, the link to my website can be found at the end of this episode as well. So, any problems, you know where to find me. But, apart from that, thank you very much, guys, for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to click the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to my channel, thank you guys for your continued support. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. And until next time, I will see you soon.